How much do koalas weigh? Exploring the weight variability of Australia's beloved marsupials. The koalas, which are endemic to the eucalyptus forests of Australia, have garnered global admiration due to their charming demeanor and visually appealing fluffy look. The marsupials, renowned for their leisurely locomotion and preference for eucalyptus foliage, are frequently linked with the distinctive fauna of Australia. Often encountered inquiry in the discourse surrounding these endearing critters is to the quantification of koala weight. An exposition of the koala species. Prior to discussing the intricacies of koala weight, it is necessary to have a foundational understanding of the koala species. Koalas, scientifically known as Phascolarctos cinereus, are classified as marsupials, characterized by their unique ability to nurture their offspring within a pouch. Contrary to their physical resemblance, these creatures are not classified as bears but rather belong to the marsupial family, which include kangaroos and wallabies. Koalas are predominantly herbivorous creatures, with a strong preference for consuming eucalyptus leaves as their primary source of sustenance. The leaves possessed by koalas are not notably abundant in nutrients, hence necessitating the development of a sluggish metabolic rate and a predominant inclination towards rest as a means of energy conservation. The elevated moisture content present in the leaves also aids in safeguarding their hydration requirements. In regards to the weight of koalas, there exists a notable degree of variety. Similar to all species, variations in size among individuals can occur as a result of various factors, including genetics, age, diet, and conditions within their environment. The average weight of a mature koala ranges from 9 to 33 pounds, 4 to 15 kilograms, with males often exhibiting greater size and weight compared to females. Newborn koalas, also referred to as joeys, exhibit remarkable diminutive size and undeveloped characteristics upon birth. These entities possess a mass of approximately 0.5 grams and have dimensions comparable to those of a jelly bean. Following parturition, the joey undergoes locomotion by crawling into the maternal pouch, where it then undergoes further development and growth. During the upcoming months, the offspring will depend on maternal milk as its primary source of sustenance. As the juvenile marsupial known as the joey undergoes growth and development, it will progressively transition to a diet primarily consisting of eucalyptus foliage. The transitional phase of a koala's life is of utmost importance, since it is during this stage that the joey's digestive tract undergoes adaptations to effectively cope with the inherent difficulties presented by the limited nutritional value of leaves. The juvenile kangaroo, commonly referred to as a joey, typically undergoes a period of around 6 months of pouch dependency, during which it remains sheltered within its mother's pouch. There are other factors that contribute to the significant variation in weights reported among koalas. The field of genetics encompasses the study of heredity and the variation of inherited traits in. Similar to the case in human beings, genetics exert a substantial influence on the determination of an individual's size and weight. Certain koalas may possess genetic predispositions that influence their size, irrespective of their dietary intake or surrounding conditions. The topic of discussion pertains to the concept of age. The weight of a koala is a significant variable to consider in relation to its age. Newborn joeys have a remarkably low weight, as previously indicated. However, as they progress through their growth and maturation, their weight experiences a subsequent augmentation. Juvenile koalas undergo a progressive increase in body mass until they attain sexual and physical maturity, often occurring at approximately 2 to 3 years of age. The concept of gender refers to the social and cultural roles, behaviors, and expectations associated with. Gender disparities in body weight are prevalent among numerous animal species, and koalas are not exempt from this phenomenon. In general, male koalas exhibit greater size and weight compared to their female counterparts. The observed variation in size is plausibly attributed to the necessity for males to engage in competition for mates and establish hierarchical dominance. The topic of discussion pertains to the subject of diet and nutrition. The dietary habits of koalas have a substantial impact on their body weight. The energy density of nutrition is very low, necessitating koalas to ingest a considerable quantity in order to fulfill their nutritional needs. Koalas possess specific physiological adaptations that facilitate the digestion of their fibrous foliage diet, including as an elongated digestive system and a reduced metabolic rate. The ecological niche and abiotic factors influencing species distribution. The weight of a koala is influenced by factors such as the availability of food and the quality of its habitat. Koalas residing in regions characterized by abundant and varied eucalyptus vegetation are more inclined to possess enhanced opportunities for accessing a superior nutritional resource. On the other hand, koalas inhabiting areas characterized by restricted food availability may encounter difficulties in sustaining optimal body mass. The topic of discussion pertains to the field of health and wellness. Similar to all other organisms, koalas may have health issues that might impact their body weight. Various factors, including as diseases, parasites, injuries, and other influences, have the potential to affect the feeding behavior, food digestion, and overall weight management of koalas. The topic of discussion pertains to the conservation efforts and health status of koalas. The investigation of the fluctuation of weight in koalas is of great interest from a scientific perspective and holds significant importance for the preservation of their species. In recent years, the koala population has encountered a range of challenges, including but not limited to habitat degradation, wildfires, and the prevalence of diseases. These factors can exert a substantial influence on an individual's health and body. Throughout the catastrophic bushfires that ravaged Australia, a significant number of koalas experienced the loss of their natural habitats, rendering them devoid of a dependable food supply. Consequently, the aforementioned circumstances resulted in the occurrence of starvation and subsequent weight loss among the individuals that managed to survive. Intensified conservation endeavors have been implemented to facilitate the rehabilitation of koalas that have sustained injuries or experienced malnourishment, with the ultimate goal of reintroducing them into habitats that are deemed acceptable for their survival. Scholars and wildlife specialists are currently doing investigations on the physiological well-being and body mass of koalas in order to gain deeper insights into the effects of environmental fluctuations on their populations. Through the systematic observation of wake patterns and health markers, researchers are able to get valuable knowledge regarding the holistic welfare of koalas, enabling the development and implementation of effective measures aimed at safeguarding their long-term survival. In conclusion, it can be inferred that the aforementioned points collectively support the notion that the weight of koalas exhibits significant variation as a result of a multitude of factors, encompassing genetic predisposition, age, gender, dietary patterns, environmental circumstances, and general well-being. From their initial stages as joeys the size of jelly beans, marsupials experience substantial fluctuations in weight as they progress into adulthood. Comprehending these variations in weight is not only imperative for our comprehension of koalas as a species, but also for the purposes of their preservation and welfare. In future instances when one encounters an image depicting a koala engaging in the act of consuming eucalyptus leaves, it is advisable to allocate a little period of time to acknowledge and value the intricate equilibrium that exists among their dietary habits, metabolic processes, and body mass. These interesting organisms serve as a reminder of the intricate relationship between fauna and their habitat, motivating us to persist in our endeavors to save and conserve these cherished marsupials for future generations.